the term broad just
Oh, there he goes. He's getting naked.
very.
So tell him to take his shirt off. Mike!
I mean, if you're gonna go that route,
that's hilarious. Mike! Hey guys! So I hope you liked that little video. That was of me, you know, being drunk at the club in downtown Wrigleyville called Deuces and Diamonds. So I went there. I went to a Cubs game, Chicago Cubs baseball game last Thursday. We got down to Wrigleyville at about 12:30. The game was at 1:10. We went to John Barleycorn first. I think that's what it's called, Barleycorn, something Barleycorn. Anyways, we go there first. I can get through here, sweet. And that's how the day started. We were there until about 1:30 drinking. We went to Goose Island and one other place before the game. We got to the game around the 4th inning. We got more drinks there. And then after maybe I think the 8th inning, we took off because the Cubs, you know, they were doing well. We figured they'd win, which, you know, they did. Hey, the Cubs win. Oh man, it was their only win last week, I think. And then they lost to the Cardinals 3 times in a row to make it like a 23 or 28 to 1 3-game score or some crap. Cubs are terrible. Anyways, still a Cubs fan. So, yeah, last Thursday, one of the places we went to was Deuces and Diamonds. Oh, I can't believe I made that. And it was a blast. As you saw me, I took a nice little dip in the fountain. There's a fountain outside, and I mean, you're allowed to put your feet in or walk into it and whatnot. You're not allowed to swim in it, but I did. My boss goes, he's like, "Hey, Mike, go hit on the chick in the blue. Go hit on the girl in the blue." Okay, I'll be right back. I told him, I'm just gonna go swimming. He's like, do it. So he starts recording because I guess he didn't believe me. He didn't believe me at all. But hey, I'm a man of my word. If I say I'm gonna do something probably, you know, stupid and crazy, well, I'm gonna fucking do it. So I'm gonna show you guys not the receipts, but the timestamps of the receipts from me and one of my boss and a buddy at work. Well, actually, more just me and 2 buddies from work. And the receipts, it looks like a bunch of roaming alcoholics were just going to different bars before a Cubs game or something. In fact, one of the receipts is 1 minute after the previous receipt. It's quite amazing. So yeah, that was last Thursday. My voice is obviously still kind of scratchy from not just Thursday, but Friday night, Saturday night. It's been a crazy last, I don't know, 4 days. I'll make another video later to describe, you know, Friday night and Saturday night. But yeah, it's oh man, I've got some stories. I feel like I always have stories about my weekend every weekend, every story. So anyways, we're in Wrigleyville drinking. The Cubs game, during the Cubs game, I'm screaming, like I'm heckling the Marlins, I think it's Miami Marlins, right? I don't know, yeah, I think so. Anyways, I'm heckling their third base coach. I don't remember his name, but we were in the front of we were pretty close at Wrigley Field. I think we were 6 rows back behind the dugout. Like we were in the very, very, very front aisle, you know? So everything I say, the pitcher heard me. I mean, like Burley heard me when I was yelling at him. And I start screaming at the third base coach, just his last name. He looks at me and he gives me a thumbs up. And so I keep doing, I guess he was happy that I knew his last name, but I don't know if he knew or not that I can read. And his last name is on his shirt, or his jersey, I guess, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I mean, obviously, we know your last name, dude. You're right in front of us, and, you know, we can read. So I start yelling his last name. He gets super excited. And there are 2 fans in front of me, and then 2 to the right, like 3 aisles up or so. front aisle, or in the one the aisle up to the right, she's with her like 12-year-old son, and she looks at me and gives me the dirtiest look and asks us to be quiet. I'm just like, no. And then the two directly in front of me, like they were happy that I was cheering for the Cubs, but they were sad or mad that we were so loud. Now, I'm not a quiet person. I know this, and I think you guys all know this. I am not a quiet individual. I will make noise, and you know, I will shout, I will yell. You'll know what's on my mind. I just have a good time. I mean, I'm not trying to get anybody mad at me. I'm just, you know, that's who I am. So I was just making sure that no drama is going to start from it as usual. But anyways, so it was a blast. That was the Cubs game. We ended up getting a few drinks at the concession stand, or the little, I don't know, the little bar out in there. Got, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 beers and a couple Mai Tais while we were there. And so we leave there and we go to Cubby Bear. Now at Cubby Bear we get a few drinks, and then there's a couple like girls sitting at a table. We sit next to them, and I don't know, we just start socializing, just, you know, having a good time. Being social, just talking to anybody and everybody. Oh yeah, at Cubby Bear, I had a bottle cap on my finger and I flicked it, and it bounced. It went past my table and it bounced on the table like across from us. It hit. There was this one guy and this girl sitting there. It hit his table, and he like flipped out. Like he got all pissy. So he started yelling, like, he's like, don't flick shit at me, dude. I even walked over there. Like, I walked over there, and I said, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't mean to flick your table. And he's like, you don't fucking know me, man. Don't start shit. I'm like, dude, I don't know what your problem is. It's a bottle cap one, and it hit your table, not you. Like, I didn't mean to hit you or your table. I flicked it towards my friend, and it went over his head. I'm sorry. He's like, no, get the fuck away from me, dude. I want to beat the fuck out of you. I'm like, okay, seriously? You're doing this. This is how you're interacting with people? This is me saying, I'm sorry for flicking a bottle cap at you, and you're going to make this big, like, deal, like, I want to fight you, dude? And now, his girlfriend's yelling at me. I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? I'm like, are you a Miami fan? Are you guys bitter about losing to the fucking Cubs? Yeah, it sucks, because, I mean, you lose to the Cubs, that's like bottom tier right now. But are you really that butthurt over just flicking a bottle cap at your table, man? And so, them two just leave. Like, they storm out of there cussing and bitching. Me and my group just like sit down, and we're just like, we start laughing, like, what the fuck just happened? Why is this dude all pissed off because the bottle cap hit his table? Like, we were so confused. To this day, I have no idea. That dude, I think he was bipolar with mental issues and got pissed off because he saw a bottle cap of a color he didn't like. I don't know. He's racist against bottle caps, I think. That's probably the case. What a dick. So he leaves. And we just, whatever, brushed it off, we're still talking to the table next to us, and it was a good time. We ended up paying the bill, had a couple shots, and then, you know, headed out. Next part we went to was Deuces and Diamonds. This is where the magic happens. I have not had a bad time at Deuces and Diamonds ever. So we go there, and we're sitting outside next to the fountain, as you can see in the video. My friend is actually one who took that video. And so we're just drinking, but this time I'm like a little woo. So my buddy's just like, hey, go talk to the chick in the blue. I was like, whatever, okay. Like a dare almost, like he's not gonna do it. I just said, you know, I'm gonna go swimming in the fountain. Don't do that. You're not gonna do that. Okay, well, I'll be right back. I put my phone on the table, put my wallet on the table, and I leave. I walk in the fountain, I started talking to him, and you know, they were having a blast. I was trying to convince them to go swimming with me, but I don't think that they really wanted to. I don't think they wanted to get their shirts and their clothes wet, which I can, you know, I don't care. So they told me, like, they kept telling me, like, come sit with us though, come sit with us at, like, this and that. And I completely forgot that they asked me to sit with them, but I mean, I still talked to them. Anyways, so we were just talking, and eventually, you know, I said, it's time for me to go swimming. So I took my shirt off, and I was like, are you sure you don't want to have the pleasure of swimming with me? It's a very nice fountain, and it's very comfortable. The water is a very nice temperature. And so, whoosh, there I go. I ended up just diving backwards, just falling backwards. And actually, the girl on the left, she actually kicked me, but you really can't even see it in the video. Like, she put her foot out and just like pushed me with her toe, and I just kind of pretended like it was a hard kick, but it really wasn't. It was like a little tap. so I fell backwards and I just dropped my sunglasses, so I went down again. Like I went back in the water, and at this point, everybody in the bar is staring, and some are clapping, some are laughing, some are like, ow, ow, just like making noises. But everybody had a blast. I talked to the our server, our waitress afterwards, and you know, she was laughing, and she's like, I love you guys so much, come back here anytime, blah, blah, blah. And I mean, it was a good time. After that, I don't know what happened. Like I got back to our table. I remember drinking a couple more beers, and then I blacked out. Apparently, I fell asleep. Now I never fall asleep when I'm drinking. Oh, but I fell asleep. And then we went to, I don't know where we went to after that. I don't remember. I gotta check the receipts. I think it was like Cubby Bear or like something Malone's, like Casey Malone's or something. And we ended up eating there. And I don't remember any of it. Apparently I had chicken strips. Like, this is what my friend told me. I had chicken strips, and I was literally dipping them in barbecue sauce and feeding them to some girl. and then we all ended up leaving. And after that, I don't remember. I still don't know what happened, but I do remember. I was texting somebody. Like I got a girl's number, and I was also like, I don't remember much. I just remember like my dad. I called my dad to pick me up because I didn't feel like taking a train home. And I was like, hey Dad, I'm drunk. I'm in Wrigleyville. I didn't drive because I knew I was gonna be drunk. I don't want to take a train. Pick me up. So he does. Then we head home and we take a couple more shots of like Fireball, which is like cinnamon whiskey. It's fucking delicious. If you've never had Fireball, go try it. It's awesome. And yeah, all in all, we got to expense it. Like the company I worked for paid for the whole day. I think the tab came out to like $600 or something. So thanks guys, I appreciate the day of alcoholism and the Cubs game and all that good stuff. But yeah, that was my Thursday. That was one day, one single day. So eventful. Well, this has gone on for, this has been a long story. Story time with Mike Doze. I hope you guys enjoy this story, but it's all very true, in fact. It all happened. But I'll make another video another time later, maybe, probably not today, then tomorrow. I've got some stuff to do tonight, and I'll let you guys know about, you know, the events of this crazy weekend. It ended with, or it started with a party next door to us with like 300 people getting busted by 13 or 14 cop cars. Yeah. It was a fun weekend. I'll describe that later. But anyways, thanks for the subscribers. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for the likes, the comments, everything you do. You keep doing what you're doing. I'll keep doing what I'm doing. You know. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace. Later, guys.